Basically, how Fishtank works is it's a full house where every bedroom in the house is rigged up with a live stream security camera that can be aimed, pointed, zoomed by the operator, mic'd up fully, live 24/7. There's no privacy for the contestants whatsoever. And they have to complete like weekly challenges to stay in the game. And the grand prize is, I don't think I can legally say what the grand prize is yet, but it's, let's just say it's like, you want to win, you know what I mean?
The stage is set for a live-streamed reality show from hell. This is the game show that Mr. Beast would make if he was dropped on his head as a baby and started drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon beer at age 7. The people behind Fishtank had no idea if it would succeed or not and decided to try it anyway. In an era where streamers and YouTubers are signing contracts for millions of dollars guaranteed to pick which mega corporation is going to take 80% of their profits, these guys said screw that, we'll just make our own streaming website and our own game show. What's happening on Fishtank has never been done before, at least not exactly like this. But who would be crazy enough to actually sign up to be locked in a house and tormented on cam for 6 weeks?
I've been in over like 100 fights. I could for real like scrap with anybody.
This is Damiel. No, not Daniel, Damiel. According to his bio on the Fishtank website, Damiel is an influencer and a rapper, known for posting hilarious content on his Instagram page. I wonder what he's got over there.
Wait.
Next up is Simmons. His bio says he's a singer who has a deep passion for music. He often reflects on his childhood and wishes he had a singing mentor. As of the time of writing this, Simmons has deleted his Instagram that was listed on his Fishtank bio. I wonder what could have happened that made him want to do that. Then there's Vance, a 25-year-old delivery driver from Auburn, Washington, who loves baseball so much that he asked if he could bring his cleats to the show. Sylvia is a 23-year-old musician and artist from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
We're definitely gonna have to team up and then kick everyone out. I like cover my ears and start screaming and have like an autism meltdown.
Next, there's John. John's bio says that while he may have a speech impediment, it is often mistaken for a European accent, adding to his unique and charismatic presence.
One of my role models is Jesus and probably Andrew Tate.
And then we have Morrow.
If someone lied to me during the show, I would definitely talk to them.
Morrow's bio reads like a horoscope and says he's easygoing and agreeable and very much addicted to his phone. Next up, there's Josie from Arizona. Josie's Instagram is very interesting. Her Fishtank bio says she's a shy and introverted artist as well as an anime enthusiast. And last but not least, we have Violetta, aka Letty. Hailing from Alberta, Canada, her bio says she is unemployed and enjoys hanging out with friends on Discord. If you are sensing a pattern with these contestants, you're a bad and judgmental person. But you know what? So am I. Let's see what happens when this collection of fish are put up against the eldritch horrors lurking deep inside the Fishtank. On day 1 of Fishtank, the contestants start showing up, unpacking their bags, and people in chat watching the live stream immediately began to make their predictions for who would win at the end of the 42 days. The fish's phones are taken away and they're isolated from the outside world in a house with no internet. On day 2, some guys that look like low-level Payday 2 characters showed up to the Fishtank house. The contestants on the show are the fish and these are the sharks. The sharks are both enforcers and agents of chaos. If things are getting a little boring because the contestants get a little too content sitting around playing cards all day, maybe a shark comes in and makes a playing card smoothie. The sharks also do the bidding of chat. You see, chatters can buy things with tokens called fish toys. Some of the fish toys are designed to make these damned souls' time in purgatory a little more bearable, like snack delivery for 280 tokens, loot crate for 2,000 tokens, or shutting a camera down for 1,000 tokens to give the fish some semblance of privacy. Other fish toys are less charitable, like turning a camera back on without notifying the contestants for 480 tokens, an EMP which turns off all the lights in the house for 2,000 tokens, cold in here which makes the house extremely cold, and the opposite, hot in here. There is a fridge swap option for 6,400 tokens where the sharks will swap everything in the freezer with everything in the fridge, and perhaps the most devious of the fish toys, for 6,400 tokens, the sharks will come into the house and remove a contestant's bed. Throughout all of this, the sharks are utterly silent, their identities a closely guarded secret. That's what the sharks are meant to do, but who do they work for? This is Jason Goldstriker, the mysterious host of Fishtank. Not much is known about him, but damn does he know how to run a game show. The fish are going to be locked in this house with no phones and no internet for 6 weeks. The production crew has realized that they can pretty much tell them whatever they want, and the fish have no way to fact check anything.
Okay, Mr. Beast tweeted out the link.
What the fuck?
I know. So shout out Mr. Beast and Chris for putting the link out there.
Now it's time for the first Fish Tank challenge. Jason explains that throughout their time in the house, there will be several challenges. Some will be elimination challenges where a fish is ejected from the tank if they lose, and in other challenges, the fish will be competing for fish bucks. Each fish buck is worth $500. If a fish decides to leave the house, they lose their fish bucks. But if a fish gets eliminated or makes it to the end of the 42 days, they will get to cash out their fish bucks. Jason says that he will be giving away $100,000 worth of fish bucks throughout the duration of the show. That's 10 times the grand prize money. For tonight's challenge, the fish will be competing for 2 fish bucks.
Now guys, who's hungry for rice? Me! Rice time! Rice can! Rice can! Rice can!
Jason then poured piles of rice all throughout the house and told the fish that whoever counted their pile accurately would win the challenge. As the fish counted their grains, Jason did a little cooking. After letting the fish count rice grains on the floor for about an hour, Jason came back in, declared that Sylvia's count was the closest, and paid her $1,000 in cold hard cash. Then he began to explain to them an old legend about the house they were staying in.
That's all from me for the night. However, watch out for the entity. Okay?
What?
The entity is harmless. Completely harmless, okay? So that can't hurt you unless you make eye contact with it. It cannot cross the threshold into your bedrooms. But the entity does wander the halls at night.
Oh my god.
When everyone is asleep. Now, if someone's awake, the entity does not make a visit. So if you want to be awake in shifts, I don't know, that's maybe what I would do, but hey, just remember, don't make eye contact. Do not try to talk to the entity. You will be fine. That's all from me for the night. Thank you very much, and good luck.
What's gonna happen if you talk to them?
Something fucked up.
Mr. Beast hadn't really shouted out the show, but it was growing faster than Mr. Goldstriker and producer Jet Neptune ever anticipated that it would. By day 2, the site had hit 57,000 daily active users and over 15,000 concurrent viewers. The combination of users being able to switch between cameras and buy the fish toys to either help them or harm them meant that every single user's experience watching the show was unique, and they could directly influence the show. It felt like a dystopian cross between watching a cursed game show and playing the next Five Nights at Freddy's game. Viewers were already picking their favorites and making memes. John became known for his love of Andrew Tate and multitude of ludicrous stories.
So, when I was at the training facility for potting, I always wrestled people and kicked their fucking ass. And then there's this one guy I wrestled, and like halfway through, I was like what the why are you just letting me do all that? And then I saw he had a big ass. Like, boy, you is get away from me.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
You almost had your ass.
A bunch of viewers took the Vance pill.
I want to know who's truly Vance Pill. I want to know. I want to hear it. I want to feel it in the votes or whatever this is going to be. I guess the only thing left to say is let's go!
But the fan favorite at this point in the show was by far Josie. Fan cams and compilations of Josie stimming took the internet by storm. Josie also had a habit of lying in bed and talking to herself, which led to the birth of one of the most powerful memes of our lifetime.
Whispers.
Earl whispers. Harper barely even know her.
As more and more people tuned into the stream, one feature of the website was getting all the attention: text-to-speech. Now, the audience could join in on gaslighting the contestants, hyping up their favorite people, and directly influencing the show.
John, shut up, you stupid retard.
That's me.
But early on, the website was starting to experience problems. Jet Neptune immediately got to work fixing them, tweeting, "Fishtank bug report thread. Please reply with your issues and be as detailed as possible. Thank you for your patience." Just so you know, the past 6 months I've been losing my mind thinking I was wasting time working on a dud project I was sunk costed deep into. We've been blindsided by the traction. No excuse though, we're fixing the problems listed below. Things seem to be getting better, but then the site went completely offline. Mr. Goldstriker tweeted, "Breaking, Fishtank banned by Google. No idea how that's justifiable, but we're looking into solutions. Probably going to be a couple days at least." Shortly after, Jason tweeted again saying, "False alarm. Turns out the hosting cost was $30,000 every 3 days and not every month, and my bank account is drained. We'll restore ASAP, but this might take till Monday. Elon Musk, can I hold a couple $100,000 for a sec?" The production team decided it would be best to not tell the contestants that the website was down so they would continue to prepare for the next Fishtank challenge. Writing and performing a comedy skit. People online were not happy that the Fishtank site was down, with some even speculating that this was the ultimate end of the show. Things looked particularly bad. After a while, the production team got a temporary YouTube stream up and running, but for some disgruntled viewers, this wasn't enough. One viewer did something terrible to the house.
Oh, okay. I need you guys to come down to the Okay.
The fish tank had been swatted. The fish were told by police to come out of the house one by one with their hands up, presumably at gunpoint to be searched. After some agonizing time waiting, Jet posted this picture on Instagram with the caption, "We're safe." Due to the unforeseen circumstances, the fish were given access to their phones to let their loved ones know that they were safe. Josie posted, "Stuff got a little rocky on the show, but things are okay. I think I'm gonna stay. I'm safe and good. Also, I might lose my phone again, so please not too many notifications, please. Also, don't harass my family." Sylvia posted, "Hands up, don't shoot." Day 6. Today, it's time for the fish to present the comedy sketches they've been preparing for the last few days. After John's lesson in waterboarding, Vance's team performed a sketch called Simmons Sissification.
Fabulous! What's up, you freaks? Perfect! Now are you ready to go make that rent money? Let's go, bitches!
Simmons won 2 fish bucks for best performance and was sent to his room, and John's team won best sketch and received a fish buck each. Jason had a very important announcement to make. As soon as they could get the website back online, the first elimination challenge would begin. John's team was immune from the challenge since they won the comedy sketch contest, and the stakes for the show were raised even higher.
Alright, we'll up the stakes. Winner of this whole show gets another 10,000. It was already 10, right? Yeah. So it's 20 now. But this first elimination challenge, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's called Unplanned Parenthood.
By this point in the show, a divisive rivalry between John and Daniel was brewing. Daniel told John that the stories John had been telling non-stop about his past were fake.
Stop the cat. Because if I beat a retarded person up, then I'm the bad guy.
You wouldn't be able to.
John also revealed that while he had access to his phone after the swatting, he had seen some compelling evidence online that Daniel was a plant. The idea that Daniel wasn't an organic contestant, but someone the producers knew and placed on the show with the mission to stir up trouble and influence the other contestants. This was confirmed on day 7 when the Sharks asked Daniel to temporarily leave the show. The exact reason isn't known for sure, but some theories include the fact that he had a phone when he wasn't supposed to, or perhaps it was because he came so close to physically fighting John. Or maybe his special seasoning he added to the chili loot crate was too extreme for the show. Day 8. The Fishtank website was finally back up and running, which meant the first elimination challenge could begin. Whoever's baby recorded the most abuse would lose and be eliminated. This raised tension in the house to a new level not before reached. John stole Mara's baby, leading to a huge fight.
Baby, exactly. You're fucking stupid. Fuck you. Yeah, go ahead. Fuck you. Fuck you. Go ahead. Say it. Fuck you. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. I am. Yeah. Good. Good for you. Nothing. Yeah. Yeah. That's everybody fucking want, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Fuck you.
Okay, thank you.
The irony was that John hadn't even intended to steal Morrow's baby, he had taken it thinking it was Vance and Letty's child. Letty took this opportunity to shake the kid like a magic 8-ball that had just told her her future was hopeless. As the fish were raising their babies, fans online were raising concerns about one of the contestants. Everybody's digital footprint dirty laundry was getting aired out, from Josie's bizarre art to Letty's previous acting credits. But when people looked into Simmons, they started to find some alarming things. Simmons had authored several ebooks in the past, presumably to make a quick buck. One book with more red flags inside than a Chinese military propaganda video was called Camp Counselor America Dummy Guide, the controversial one. The name of the author matched the contestant exactly, and Simmons had talked about being a summer camp counselor on Fishtank already. One excerpt from the book read, "What if a camper has a crush on you? You got 4 options, first one is a must. Inform his or her cabin counselor or a division leader, quit the job before you make the biggest mistake in your life, wait till he or she's 18 if you really love him or her, won't matter if you're under 17 or 18, depends on which state you're in. Sexual harassment warning. Like every culture, there are customs when you hit on boys girls. So does camp. Counselors who work at camps nowadays are mostly college kids from all over the world. Of course they would expect a romantic experience. You just gotta do it the right way or you might get fired. Bad example. There was a counselor who worked for camp for decades, everybody loves him, but he got fired because he offered drinks to underage girls and allegedly her. Here's how to do it the right way. To know the custom, especially for people from non-Western countries, watch videos on YouTube by searching how to make friends at summer camp and more. Since the contestants in the house were cut off from the internet, viewers started using the text-to-speech to try and warn the other fish about Simmons' dark past.
From Simmons' book 1, wait till he or she's over 18 if you really love him or her. One of you needs to man up and ask Simmons what we are talking about.
What are they talking about, Simmons?
About what?
Bro, camp council.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Andrew Tate, 426-2023.
What are we talking about?
The book that I wrote out. I already told you guys yesterday.
When Jason learned about what was going on, he posted a poll on Twitter asking if he should kick Simmons right now. Before long, the giant host of the show walked into the house dressed like he had come directly from the gym.
Jason Goldstriker in the building! Come on down, little fishies! Well, I got some reading I could do. If you want to hear some reading...
Is it Simmons' book?
No. I just keep excerpts. I keep excerpts of books that I like on my phone. I'm not a freak. All right. I mean, this is something I saved as an inspiring quote. There was a counselor who worked for a camp for decades. Everybody loves him, but he got fired because he offered drinks to underage girls and allegedly her. Here's how to do it the right way. And I don't know, what is the right way? What's that? How does that go? You don't know either?
It was a while ago. Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Did you say it was a while ago?
No, I don't think that's my book.
It's probably a hacker. Harassment warning. Like every culture, there are customs when you hit on boys and girls. So does camp counselors who work at camp nowadays are mostly college kids from all over the world. Of course, they would expect a romantic experience. You got to do it the right way or you might get fired. What's that referring to? What does that mean? That struck my curiosity. That piqued my interest. It made me wonder. Questions popped up in my mind.
Yeah.
What could this be referring to?
That's fair.
During this confrontation, Sylvia was so disturbed that she walked over to the sink and started throwing up.
This is actually like hell. Well, Simmons, allow me to say something that you'll understand in your language. Okay. Translation, I'm kicking you off the show.
Okay.
Effective immediately, we'll be walking you out, taking you to a bus station in Fall River, and saying goodbye.
Okay.
You have 1.5 minutes to get your...
Okay.
Thank you. Go ahead. It's a tough break, huh?
guy? Jeez Louise. Sorry I had to do that to you. It's a tough break there. Jeez Louise. Well, I guess the career in entertainment's gonna have to be rebooted elsewhere. Maybe as a VTuber. Make some bucks, you know? Maybe make a few bucks on YouTube. That's an idea.
That's all good.
It's all good. You'll bounce back. That's our show. That's the end of the show. We're heading home. We're going to Fall River to get the bus. Close. Eviction status incomplete. Eviction in progress. Door closing, opening. Practice. There we go. That's pretty good. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to take out the trash. Simmons, you're a liability.
Oh no!
You're a legal problem.
I don't want to go!
You could have costed me a lot of money. Goodbye.
Oh no! I don't want to go!
Make sure he makes it to the nearest bus stop.
Oh no, Brad!
Shut the up.
The fish were shocked and disturbed after learning the rumors about Simmons were true, at least true enough to get him kicked off the show. Jet tweeted, "Downstairs cams down for the remainder of the night. Fish will be enjoying pizza, beer, and cake in privacy tonight, recovering from the turmoil. Get some sleep, guys. Show goes normal tomorrow." Sylvia went upstairs to give a heartfelt message to fans.
Thanks for everyone that's been ride or die Sylvia Squad, because, man. Thanks, guys.
Dude, I'm gonna leave.
Huh?
I'm gonna leave.
You're serious?
Yeah, I just don't feel comfortable being late.
Morrow packed his bags and left the house. He later went on Twitter and had this to say.
So I just want to start this video off by saying thank you to everyone who supported me, who's supporting me right now. I want to say thank you to Jet, who gave me the opportunity to be on this show. Thank you to the whole team of Fishtank. They were amazing. Everyone there was super nice and chill. The reason why I left was because I just didn't feel comfortable being there after what happened with the person that starts with the S being a P. I didn't feel comfortable being there, and I felt like sick to my stomach. I felt like my stomach was like turning around when I found that out. It was just like a weird feeling, and I just didn't feel comfortable being there, especially because I was his roommate and I would sleep next to him. I slept next to him for a week, and it was just something that it just like, I can't explain it, but it felt really like just disgusting and weird being there.
Fans were extremely supportive and understanding of Morrow. On the flip side, Simmons joined a Discord debate the next day where he attempted to defend himself against Frank Hassel. Simmons explained that there was a language barrier and that he had gone straight to working at the summer camp after moving to America from China. He had hoped that his books could help people in a similar situation understand American culture. After the debate, viewers came away with split opinions. Some believed Simmons was an idiot who was confused and trying to be funny in an ebook that he never thought anyone would read, while others believed he was just hiding a sinister secret in plain sight. Speaking of Frank Hassel, the producers of Fishtank had promised to bring him on the show if enough people bought the season pass. Frank is a content creator famous for hassling people, often to the point of confrontation. If you've ever seen this meme and wondered who Boogie was shooting the warning shots at, it was Frank Hassel behind the camera. The looming threat of unleashing Frank Hassel into the fish tank struck fear into the hearts of the fish. Day 10. After the fish were given beer and pizza following the Simmons incident, John appears to be extremely hungover. Somehow, he ended up sleeping on the floor of the laundry room, and as the morning viewers tune in, John can be seen dry heaving and moaning on the floor. Jet asks if there's anything John can drink to get him rehydrated. John is very particular about what he eats and drinks. He doesn't drink tap water because there's fluoride in it. He doesn't drink bottled water or water out of any plastics either. Jet convinces him to take a small sip of some filtered water from the fridge, but it's not enough. Throughout the day, John slowly starts to try and walk around a little, but ends up throwing up every time. During one of John's prolonged dry heaving sessions in the bathroom, Vance asks if he's okay, but John says that he's fine. In the afternoon, John starts to look a little better and decides that working out in the garage will bring his energy back. After an entire day of being sick, John says he's okay to participate in the next challenge and doesn't need to go to the hospital. And so, the challenge begins. The challenge is called The Cage, and requires all the fish to be locked in one room for as long as possible. The last person standing in the room wins the challenge. That night, the fish are tucked into their beds. Josie is stimming, and all is right with the world. But John hears something roaming the halls, and begins kicking the wall to establish his dominance.
John, how long will you hide the secret piss hole you created? John Pissy Hole Pissy Show, move your leggy feet and show us your hole creation. John, please move your fucking foot. John Andrew Tate says punching walls turns women on.
The entity is real, and it's on a mission to redecorate the fish tank while all the contestants are locked in a cage. The next day, Vance, still fathering his baby from the previous challenge, would win 3 fish bucks after staying in the cage for the longest. I can only imagine the smell in that room after Violetta had peed in a cup in the closet the night before. Behind the scenes, the producers had cooked up an infinite money glitch. If there's one thing viewers would throw gigantic piles of cash at other than buying text-to-speech messages to bully Sylvia, it would be to buy Josie more plushies. And now, for 6,400 tokens, they could. With the viewership of the show continuing to rise, the producers raised the grand prize again to $30,000. And with more money on the line than ever, it was time to unleash the craziest elimination challenge yet on the fish.
Alright guys, listen. I'm the type of guy who likes to get his point across logically, okay? I don't use shock techniques to make myself heard. It's as simple as this.
Jason explained to the fish that for this challenge, each one of them would be assigned a different disability. Whoever acts it out the best will be the winner, and the loser will be chosen by chat. The Fish Tank producers put up shirts for sale with the contestants' faces on them, and whoever sold the most shirts during the challenge would be immune to elimination.
Undefended baby Josie's room. Get the baby, save the baby.
He said the baby's in Josie's room.
The baby, there's the baby, there's the baby, there's the baby, the baby, the baby.
Let's go.
The baby,
Let's go.
the baby.
Wait, are you taking my babies? Don't touch them.
The black baby.
Black baby, no black babies here. No black babies here.
The runaway winner of this challenge was Vance, whose assigned disability was schizophrenic. Vance's performance was so convincing that some people in chat actually started to worry that he might have had a real mental break. The next day, the disabilities were switched up, and John was tasked with acting like he had Down syndrome and finding a hidden phone in the house. His response was to lock himself in the bathroom. On day 15, Jet tweeted, "Looking for freeloaders. Freeloader, noun. A freak who takes up space, isn't qualified to win the grand prize, but can still compete for fish bucks. Consumes resources, causes issues, preferably people who know nothing about the show." This gave viewers a hint about the future direction the show would take. Day 16. It's time for the handicap challenge to come to an end. Jason came to the house to deliver the news to one unlucky fish that they would be eliminated.
John, you came in here really not liked by fans. Do you know that?
Yeah.
But you quickly became, this is not by the way, you quickly became probably the most loved. You did the best on the challenge today as well. You didn't have any infractions. You did the best out of everybody, but it wasn't good enough to make up for your performance over the past couple of days, John. I'm sorry to say. So we have to let you go.
That's okay.
I have to say something. You never backed down on your morals while you were here. You won over a lot of people. This is not bullshit, by the way. This is I'm dropping the character. You won over a lot of people, man. You did really good. You're headstrong. You're confident. And everybody watching this right now knows that you've got a bright future ahead of you. And that's it, guys. Cool. Can we get a round of applause for John? I really want to...
John's elimination was shocking, as he truly had become a fan favorite. When he first got to the house, he was telling annoying stories about how he had a six-pack as a baby and knowing a secret technique that allowed him to climb rotten trees. But his arc of sticking to his morals and pushing through the pain had won a lot of people over.
But no, I care about all of you guys. I love you guys. And the viewers that are watching this, I am thankful you guys have me as just entertainment for the past 16 days. But it's time for me to get the fuck out.
Day 17. Josie, Letty, Vance, Sylvia, and Daniel remain. The producers introduce a new challenge with 2 parts. The first part is that the fish are instructed to learn as much as they can about another fish and then act like them. Not just a personality quirk here or there, but fully method act as if they are that person. The second part is the living room is to be converted into a summer campsite. The campers will live in close contact and are even given a porta potty to use to bring about that authentic summer camp feel. Mr. Goldstriker explains that during this challenge, the fish are not allowed to use lights or running water, including for showers. On top of all this, Mr. Goldstriker has one more trick up his sleeve.
Who's that creepy guy coming in?
I'm scared.
Howdy, y'all.
Wow.
My name is Simon. Nice to meet y'all.
Hello.
I came with some drinks. Like a housewarming type of thing.
Are you camping with us?
New friend.
Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Depends on how you guys act.
This is Simon, a freeloader brought in presumably to replace Simmons. The summer camp setting is a perfect place to do it. Simon's socials are listed in his Fishtank bio, and it says he's a stand-up comedian and rapper from Austin, Texas. In reality, he is from a small suburb of Austin called Pflugerville.
I don't know what's it like being in the hood, alright? Let's get it. I'm from Pflugerville, bitch. Don't you come outside. I'm from Pflugerville, bitch. Don't you come outside. I'm from Pflugerville, bitch. Don't you come outside. I'm from Pflugerville, bitch. Bitch, bitch.
Also notable is that the looming threat of Frank Hassel coming to traumatize the campers is more real than ever, as the season pass meter has surpassed 80% by this point. A new power struggle emerges as the production team names Letty the park ranger in charge of the camp. Her job is to allocate the fish's limited resources, including who gets to sleep where, who gets to eat and drink what, and when they go to the bathroom. This added an additional layer of tension between the remaining contestants, as Letty's stock was already at an all-time low, and she now had the ability to starve anyone of food and water that disobeyed her.
And it's up to you to make sure everything goes right. What your successes are going to be to your credit, and your failures here will also be on you. You have a high responsibility. If anyone dies, you will be sued.
It took exactly 8.2 picoseconds for Letty to become drunk with power.
Hands shaking. Can't even stay still. That's how good it feels. It feels so good.
Letty used her new powers to enforce a new economic order resembling a social credit system. Letty's subjects would receive 1 point for being nice to her or having a good idea, and they would lose points for being mean to her. She did not allow them to touch the food or water, only she could hand it out. While Letty was declaring the new laws of the house, the voices in Daniel's head grew even louder.
I'm gonna act like she doesn't exist.
Why do we gotta drink at a certain time? Or do things in a certain, Yeah. That's some like dictatorship. I don't like that.
Yeah, no, exactly. We're Americans. You gotta give her the American taste.
Throughout the day, the oppressed citizens of Lettistan quietly whispered and plotted revolutionary activity. At night, the dictator began an inquisition to root out dissent.
Remember a few days ago, you were literally talking about everyone in here to me? Yeah. Don't you remember that?
It was a part of the plan, dude.
No, it wasn't. You came up to my room, you told me about your alliance with Vance, Rosie, and Damiel. You said, oh, they're calling Damiel a deadbeat dad over TTS. Did you hear that he has a baby? You said, oh, why did they say all this about Josie? She's not even entertaining.
I didn't say that, but feel off, bro.
Yes, you did. You whispered it in my ear because you didn't want anyone to hear.
I'm not doing shit.
You literally have no spine to be saying you're just trying to be entertaining.
The next morning, the campers are awoken to find a Vance doppelganger has infiltrated the camp in the night. This is Lance. Jason pulled Lance aside for a talk and informed him that he could become eligible to win the grand prize if he could achieve one single task: eliminate Vance. On day 20, Damiel's shoes have gone missing. This is the last straw for him. The voices have won. Fearing a physical altercation, the producers step in with an intervention.
So you actually didn't take Damiel's shoes?
Yes, I actually didn't take them.
Sylvia is very much on edge as TTS messages have been increasing, telling her that she's fat. She turns her anger against Simon.
I didn't throw any out. Shut up! You don't even want to be here, bro! Really? You said you don't care if you leave or go, or stay here. You don't want to be here, so why are you taking this seriously?
I just threw the water bottle in the basement, that's it.
Luckily for Simon, chat is playing sound effects over the speakers in the house to lighten the mood. However, this isn't enough to hold back Damiel's rage.
Get my shoes! Get my Alright, then it's all your damn porta potty. You think I'm playing with you? Stupid.
I actually don't have your shoes.
Alright, well, all your shit is clipped. All this shit is done.
Lance and Letty have barricaded themselves inside bedroom 4. Damiel's increasingly erratic and hostile behavior have everyone on edge. Users in chat have pointed out that it appears that Lance is packing a full suite of fully semi-automatic assault-styled Nerf weapons. This siege could turn into a massacre at any moment. He empties Letty's suitcase and kicks everything she owns in the tank down the stairs. In a moment of rage, he shoves all her valuables into the porta potty. After this, it's clear Damiel's time at the fish tank is over, and he says his goodbyes again. The next day, someone arrives at the house that wields an unbelievable amount of power.
It's me, guys. I'm your model. No. Chris, come on in.
Hello, everybody.
Airsoft Fatty has entered the chat. This is the halfway point of the show. Will Chris befriend the fish and freeloaders, or will he cause utter chaos and destruction inside the tank? Will the Frank Hassel meter be filled and fulfill the prophecy? Who will win the grand prize? You'll have to find out when I release my part 2 covering the second half of the show. Until then, check out fishtank.live, check out Lotan, check out Rocky Stream, check out Audgeez Dude, and any other accounts I have on screen now. Without their faithful clipping, there's no way I could have made this video. If part 2 is up, there is a link right here, and if not, I think you'll like this video I made about the legend of Sam Hyde, a comedian who looks suspiciously similar to Jason Goldstriker. Until next time, thanks for watching, stay weird internet, peace.